Sponsor. Thank you to friends and followers. Spot on. It's lack it's sports. We talk sports here. I say it's not just football. Yes, football. Lots happening. That's fair. But we know that it's sports we do here. I'm so happy. It's a sports weekend, sports day, and thank you to friends. I said it here. Thank you to followers. Don't forget to follow your girl here. Forget to follow me here. Like and share. I always say it. You know, reach out. What do you think I should have said? What should I say? Reach out. Let's hear from you. We are always possible. Okay, fine. Just as we, approach the weekend, we saw that yeah, at the yesterday and in the Serie A, that's the Italian stuff like and I was amazed that AC Milan, who had the chance to go, you know, points clear, 4 points clear, couldn't manage to win, and they almost lost that match, and that's why we lost sports. Pisa, bottom of the table, almost beating AC Milan. And if not for that quick thinking, a long way for it would have been a loss. It would have been a fact. I would say tragic, but in fact, I know those Rosanero, they know too that they're just lucky to escape with that draw. And I'm sure they're happy with it. Even though it was painful for them, it was just a match people thought they would win and extend their lead at the top of the Syria A, but it wasn't to be. But we'll come back to that later. But today it's about the home front here. But that's just sports. Let's put on that day anything can happen. The Pisa players were inspired, and they almost won that match. But I thought, okay, fine. Almost it was so interesting. And that's why we love sports. Sports is not you just can't say what will happen. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know the next thing that will happen. The favorites could just okay. Then another match of the year Classico that's tomorrow. But let's go straight to business today. It's all about the my team. So my team are Remo Stars FC, and Rivers United. Of course, we know the Abia Warriors and Kwara United in the Comfort Cup. Didn't go through to the next. But these two, who were the top two last season, here in Nigeria, Remo Stars, defending champions, and Rivers United was second. Last season, so they qualified for the Champions League in Africa, and yes, lucky to get through the first. Varane was particularly very, very, very. They had this wonderful draw, and they want to play the second fixture, at the request of their opponents, even in Abeokuta again in Nigeria. They played 2 matches. But the second stage of the preliminary round didn't go as planned, or didn't go the way Remo Stars would have wanted it to go. And we knew that it would be difficult and it would be tough. But I just didn't expect a 5-1 scoreline. I must complain. I was admit that I was surprised with that scoreline. And I think why would you be surprised? The quality, the welfare. I'm going to compare the South African. We have their issues. Definitely we saw what happened. We saw the fact that visas were delayed again. I'm wondering why we did it. Remo Stars have been traveling. They haven't. This is not their first time traveling to South Africa or traveling. They've been traveling and they've been in this before in this situation, and then you delay their visas and all that. And we're already 5-1 down. And my team, I said it's a mountain to climb. It will be almost, let's face it, because in Africa, one goal. No, if they can win 4-0, why not? If Remo Stars can win 4-0, but because they go to play in South Africa in Pretoria, that makes it almost whatever than see. I mean, yesterday we saw how Pisa almost defeated the AC Milan. So Pisa almost defeated AC Milan. So it's possible, and I won't say no, yes, we believe in that. It's possible, even though it's but I don't think the scoreline will be so yes, I don't think it's been that margin that wide, 5-1. Someone said the goalkeeper. Yes, the goalkeeper, but the fact that the defense, the frailties, the mistakes that were made, even the coaches said it, you know, that even it was something that Remo Stars was left from. For Rivers United, they have another chance. They lost, yes, away in Maputo 1-0, but they can come here, you know. Was another challenge that the clubs here face is this CAF accreditation. So Rivers play, I think they play today, but they can't play in their own stadium. You have to play in Uyo. 45 will be playing as the challenger. So how many fans can travel from Port Harcourt in River State to Uyo? So that support will not be there. The home, that is, but it's still Nigeria fine. But this they need every. Let's look and see. Let's see. I see what the management of Rivers. I'm sure they try to get as many fans as possible. But that's just the only thing, or one of the things that will make Rivers United win. And the fact that let's face it, okay, it's not their stadium. For their stadium now, they hardly lose there except to Bayelsa United. Rivers United hardly lose at home. But this one is that to you. Oh, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. But with being 1-0 down is at least still good. It's still good. They can still flow. Rivers can make it happen. Yes, they can say really George, the coach George, and all this can all out for them. So that if we have at least one rep, what happened in 6 years? We have at least one rep, 6 7 years, one rep. The game start with last. We need at least one rep in the group stages of the CAF Champions League. It will be so wonderful if Rivers can go through. Yes, and straight away to let's support Rivers United. And Remo Stars play tomorrow in Pretoria. Let's go there. Let's play this game. Let's see what happens. I said it before. This away goes rule. It's abolished Europe. That's abolished Africa, but so that makes that 5-0 or 5-1. As I should say 5-1. Means that Remo Stars will score at least 4 times. You know, and next and don't and other and the Brazilians Sundowns will not reply. Okay, so that's it. We now become 5-5. Become 5-5, and that's what it means. So it's sort of interesting to see how that will pan out because they scored 5 here, so 1 year. Go there, score 4. The 4 plus the one scored is 5, and because it's gonna be. Let's face it. Demonstrators have it. They've given themselves so much to do, and congrats to their former um, yes, leaving them as well. Leaving them. That's the goalkeeper has left South Africa, and we hear that he's also leaving there. So congratulations to after the exploits in at the Chan and all that. So Chuku, yeah, I think Michael, yeah, Michael, I think he's leaving. He's leaving. But okay, let's go to today's business. Is um the MPFL matches, MPFL. That's Nigerian Premier Football League, and it's week 10 already. Woo! October 22 started his journey. It was a Friday, October 22nd this year. New season here in Nigeria. But here we are, and it's week 10. But of course, we know that Remo and Rivers have just played 7 matches because of their engagements on the continent. So that's why Rivers are 10th now. Yeah, they're 10th. And Remo down in 15th. Am I correct? Yeah. So Rivers are in 10th position on the log. And that's why in fact, that's why I said that just managed to stay up last season on top. And that's why if they had lost, I was spot on. Woo! I said we could will beat them. And I said that we didn't streak. Will be yes, and it happened like that. Police did beat National United last time out. We finished 2 here in Lagos. Yes. At Mamelodi Johnson Arena. Yes, finished 2. I was not surprised. I knew that we are very strong at home. I didn't expect that the National United would come. And that's just couldn't, conjure any magic and his colleagues. Okay, so fine. This week it's all about yes, let's support Rivers, support Remo, despite the almost task of overhauling the Brazilians. But let's go. Okay, fine. Yesterday, yeah, I think it was Katsina Pili Academy, and you know how it is in Nigeria, the home teams. But last week, I know that there were a lot of away wins, and well, at least I think about 3 or so. I was surprised. Warri Wolves went to Aba and got an away win. Yes, it was very commendable. And the one that was really impressed me the most was Khalifat, who were seem to be struggling, newcomers, were able to win in Yenigua. So and that was I was surprised. Yeah, by your side, you went to Rivers, you beat Rivers, and Rivers do not lose in that stadium. but they believe to be honest, I don't know why, because it's the same blood. It was the same state until recently, until how many years? Yes, it's been a while, but it's still the same, you know. Maybe that's why they know they should not do well, you know. When I say familiarity based concepts, you know, as I would say, yeah, I said it also on Champions League. I said Liverpool will not likely lose because of the fact that they are going away from England and so improved. But let's come back to the NPFL and yes, okay, okay, just two. That's but it was but Con Califat's win was impressive, very very impressive. So, but this time this weekend, Casino already have their 3 points, winning at home against El Academy. So today, Club Villa square up with Tornadoes, and I just say, despite the fact that Club Villa have this suspended, the fans cannot. They have to play in Casino, but the match between Barrow, I think it was played in the same stadium. So, but whatever it is, the fans will not should not be because it's their home game. The kind of players cannot even if they do, even if they play, you know, they cannot the fans because of the ban. I think they have appealed. They should appeal because the points have not been deducted yet. The points that 3 points that were supposed to be deducted has not been deducted yet from Kano Villas. So let's wait and see what happens. But I think they'll just have their 3 points. Even though I don't know, maybe the fans, maybe the absence would affect them, affect um the match. I think I'll confirm that, but I think it should be. Then because Abia Warriors hosting Barao, Abia Warriors doing very well. I was surprised that they went to lose, but I shouldn't have been surprised. You know how it is. I think she just started beating. Yeah, I was thinking it'd be a draw in Ibadan last summer, but Abia Warriors, you know, not just despite the fact that they are still third. You know, they were third last season, which qualified them to play on the continent, even though they couldn't go, ahead and all that. But Abia Warriors not doing badly. Yeah, yeah, I must confess, but they lost last time out to shooting. So I guess several rounds against Barao, I believe they should be able to get 3 points. Because Barao will travel all the way from Kano and fatigue sometimes. But let's wait and see. That's what I think. I think Abia will get 3 points there. Warring Wolves against Bayelsa. Warring Wolves doing very very well, and I think yes they were the ones who be taking battle. So I must yeah Bayelsa are coming over. So that's what I see. It will be a draw because it's another case of when you're in the same territory. But if Warring Wolves get all 3 points, I will not be surprised. Yeah. So Wiki Tourist, Austin shooting. Very, very tough one for shooting stars. It's very tough for you know, the Badobase team. But still and see. Why do they go to Bauchi and get all 3 points? But I know that Wiki Tourists are strong at home too. Okay. But I think they lost last time. Okay, they went away to they lose. Okay, they lost last time away to El Canemi. Okay, fine. Come Califat, high flying now. You know, they host Vendel. It's going to be very tough fight. Vendel did not lose easily. Yes, Vendel have a change of coaching staff, and while so that could be I don't know if Con Khalifa can take, but I mean that they went away to win, from away, and I mean I won't bet against Con Khalifa in that time because Vendel still have this new coach. I was pretty United, Osin Eyiba. Pretty United had this. I was surprised that they would lose like that last time out. I don't know, Temitope Vincent and the people didn't come up, didn't show up at all. Even a hat trick in that match, Tornadoes beat them 4-0. Niger State last week. So I don't know if they can heal from that quickly. And the place as they face Eyimba will all come out. Also lost at home last time out. So they want to prove a point. Eyimba, the most successful Nigerian club ever, with back-to-back CAF Champions League wins. So I don't know if Eyimba can go, to play too. But if they do get the results, but I think a draw will be a fair result there because Plateau United are playing at home, and they were losing at the point. Plateau United were bottom at the point. But suddenly they had this fantastic win against Remo'Ntada, and next their season was still now. I mean, look at that loss against Nigeria. It was 4-0, with the hat trick you were there. So 4-0 against Plateau. If they can recover, why not? Why not? But it will be a draw because then Ibatu would want after losing at home to last time, losing at home last time out, want to come out all guns blazing. They want to get something from this as it's a team. So let's wait and see. So let's all fingers crossed. Let's wait and see what happens today with Rivers. They can flow. Maybe they can get past Black Bulls. Let's wait and see. Rivers can really get it done. For Remo, it's almost going to be too much to do. Let's face it. But for Rivers, they can still 1-0 loss away. Yeah, just get here. Just make sure they don't concede. That's all. Once they don't concede, you know, that's fine. I think 2-1 will be fine for us. A 2-0 win here. And Rivers will go straight to level of 2-1 on aggregate. So, but it was not allow Black Bulls to score because that would be comfortable. CAF still uses the away goals rule, which I find out of date. I think just like Europe, I think here in Africa we should also abolish. That we saying it, abolish the away goals rule. Because when you have home and away, it always doesn't not always fair on the team. That is particular, but who is away or home and all that. Okay, fine. Okay. Yes, that's the roundup on the NPFL. Okay, so for we, okay, wins. I think. Okay, I didn't mention any Rangers. I think they should beat Quara. And Rangers Quara, you sacked their coach some time ago, which I found also distasteful. Why would you sack a coach that took you to the continent? It wasn't going to get on the pitch and score with players. We saw it against Portugal. Quara had all the chances. They couldn't take it. Even here, you know, when they came to play. So it's really, really sad. So I think I think Rangers will still, I think they get 3 points there. So let's wait and see how it does not. So win for Rangers. I think win for Abia Warriors as well. Yes, I think so. I cannot play us today. That's why they are, the fans and all that. I think you need to, conjure something up. But if it's a draw, I won't be surprised. But they play today. Cannot play us play today, 4 p.m. Nigerian time. That's the others play tomorrow. But yesterday we know that Academy went to where Casina, which with Academy not losing there at home. I'm losing is going to Casina to lose. Casina won, Academy finished yesterday. So let's wait and see. But it seems that's why United do not play because their own matches were scheduled. So even if Shooting Stars win, they cannot overtake them. Shooting Stars were second currently on the table. Even if they win, even if they go to Wiki Tories, Shooting Stars cannot overtake Asarawa as we speak. So let's wait and see what happens in the NPFL. I always say, the stadium, let's go, let's support Rivers. The fans of New York, do the business. Let's make some noise and make sure that Rivers United can progress to the group stage of the CAF Champions League. I know that coach, if really George have done his homework, I hope that the players can score and defend very well because it's important not to consider a goal here. Black Bulls must not score. That is key. You want to score two, they do not score, then go and try. Let's have Nigerian representative at the group stage after a long while. So yes, I spoke about classical. That's tomorrow, and the matches in the EPL. So Liverpool want to try and come back, but it's a very tough match for them. We'll see what happens later. So we'll talk soon. All talk about Arsenal. Yes, is it going back to Crystal Palace? And Crystal Palace shocking loss. It was shocking actually, but in their own stadium, close to like winning the first match. Nottingham Forest, new coach. But we'll talk about all that. We expect that we must talk that. That's it, El Clasico. And the fact that Barcelona have won last. Hey, what's going to happen with Madrid? Are they ready? Okay, let's see. I think Barcelona have won the last five on get to it. So Barcelona, know how to, even though they lose to PSG, they know the number of Real Madrid. At least recently, this recent meetings that we have. But we'll look at it very closely and see. Even I think it may likely be a draw this time. I just likely be a draw. Because Barcelona to struggle, that 4-1 loss, 7 was a shocker. And even last time out, they just managed to win. The last minute winner. Even Madrid too, everybody just not play at their best. But we'll talk about that. Let's see. And so let's follow the NPFL. It's very important to follow our own Nigerian Premier Football League. Let's go! Sparta! Woo!